Won't get to see the alive. Oh, no, we will. I am completely blind, by the way, standing in for Warden. Again, the coach of Brute, but it's different than when other coaches stand in, because the alive up until a couple seasons ago was actually still playing. So, last time we saw the alive, he was an absolute monster for Brute. Nikolai. Oh, team. Yeah, they spotted him out. Who the hell jump spots that? You gotta be kidding me, Gank. Anyway, Zico's in a lot of trouble. Tried to go with the wide swing. Respect the play, but 3v2 right now for Gank. And they're about to get the plant down, so Reelson and the alive put on the timer. Sizzix quality and Eternal on the other side. Everybody except Sizzix have Kevlar. And this is a very good setup for Gank. I mean, as you make some noise, you're gonna get swung into, and now the alive somehow didn't even take any damage yet, now down to 90. And they can finally triple swing him. Big peek by Suiship. Almost punished, and he's actually just gonna re-aggress. That's phenomenal. Into Nikolai over on long. The alive goes down on B as well. Now it's Reelson who has to pick up the broken pieces. Will be joined by Kadim. Flash comes through. Will they look to be aggressive? Out comes Kadim with 2, and Reelson's there as well. Nikolai eating a couple of flashes. Get a flash from his own team, but it didn't even catch Zemix at all, and the alive almost goes down as well. A very bad start of this round for Brute. Kadim might also get caught on mid. He's about to swing into this, spotted out. Jumping back across, and Kadim just gets caught. Love the coordination by Gank. Setting up the early peek from the player that was close by on door, and well, now the alive and Reelson really have to fight it. Only a single kill between the two of them. Zico picks up on Aiken. Might be time for him to go the other way. Gank making the rotation over back towards B. 2 players on B for Brute. Zico and Reelson. If there's 2 players that can hold down a site, might be the 2 best that the Brute have. And the Reelson is making the rotation over back towards CT mid to join Nikolai. The 2 FAMAS is down on mid, and Zizzix. Zizzix, they do not clear him. But it is just a 1-for-1. Reelson still fighting with the FAMAS, and great help from Nikolai, who gets 2. Gonna break open the smoke immediately. Nearly catch Suisha while he was crossing. Zemix knows that as soon as he taps the bomb, he's probably going to get pushed into, and well, the head just peeked over. Zemix. It's a tricky one, and he made a lot of noise. Going to go for the door re-smoke. I don't think that smoke is going to be too respected. Smoke into core, and now they know where both players are. Zemix with 2, turning back around! Oh my god! Once again, both sides on the full buy. Brute, of course, once again facing a reset. Gank don't have that much money saved up. It's only really Sushi and Zemix, so if Brute could win a round or 2, they could still break the economy of Gank, although Zico is about to eat a flashbang. My god, Zico. Holy, he would have been blind for 10 seconds if he didn't get put out of his misery. And Eternal, oh, that's a great frag to find. Even info on the alive plus damage. The alive just turn back towards the site. Nade gonna fly. Minimal damage on the Zemix and quality tucked over behind the headshot angle, and the alive. Well, not alive anymore, but he did get 1. Well, Reelson looked to press it with a jump shot. The M4A1 could connect, upholding it. Ooh, Reelson got a chance there. Kadim, all that's left of Brute. 7-1. Which is definitely the scariest part of this map so far. Plus, Brute got to pick the side, obviously. Gank are going to be finishing off on, statistically, the easier side, I think. I mean, look at this. They're just being caught consistently. Nikolai forced to drop the smoke early, even though he didn't have to. Just has to go and cover mid. Nobody else can do it. They have to do something, and Zico and Reelson recognize it. Pushing up into tunnel. Could be a great call. Could be a horrible one. Zizzix nearly loses his head. Does look to loop back around, and Nikolai, oh my god, what a decapitation. Zizzix is timing this so well. He's about to push out B tunnel. Nobody's gonna even be looking at him. Zizzix, such a mastermind. FAMAS does cause him some trouble on A and E. Both players with not ideal sprays. And Reelson, ooh, almost picked off. Well, now you know there's an op there, buddy. What you gonna do? Rilzen is going for it. I mean, Rilzen could win this. You never know. He's a very good aimer, but 4 and 8, not having the hottest game so far. Pun not intended as for the Molotov sitting right by his feet. And one in his inventory. Gonna be mauling default. Oh, he's there. Oh, that's a miss? Okay, well, Rilzen now has a very real chance of winning this. He only needs 5 seconds to get the bomb defuse. He's gonna tap it, not gonna stick it. Oh, a lot of util dumped over towards long, but the actual hit of gank is probably gonna be towards B, but no, actually, this feels more like a, you know, try to get Kadim out of mid and then go short round. They're almost gonna line up for him. Suisha actually nearly goes down, but again, they catch Kadim overextending, knives out, and the Alive can only get one. It just never gets easier for Brute, does it? Nikolai has a chance of lining multiple players up. It's 2-3 for Nikolai. Heroics that were much needed on the side of Brute. And Seiko has this round win. I mean, come on, it's Seiko. He hits this shot. It's a one-tap, probably. Oh. I mean... That's a good nade onto Kadim. It's like just peppering him with, well, stuff. Whatever he can pull out of his inventory, he's gonna look to use it towards mid. If gank win this round, I don't think Brute stand a chance. Unless they get the plant, then maybe, you know, they can pull something off. Oh, finally they do get a frag. And with quality being caught in the middle of long, I mean, you can tell Brute is lacking a little bit in the confidence department. But it should be a Brute win. I mean, 5v3 post-plant pistol round of the A site. How the hell do you lose in this situation? Pulling 4 short is definitely an interesting call, though. They really want to fight this, and, well, Zemix. Deep nade into long. Eternal, speaking of deep positions, there's 2 of them pushing mid. They can't be ready for this. They cannot be. I mean, they are shoulder peeking. Oh, I think Eternal actually has been spotted. Now they've been spotted. Now he's been spotted for real, but quality with an aggressive play. Wilson has to turn back around. Oh, he made a mountain of noise. It doesn't matter, though. Gets 2. That's very bad for Brute. Only Nikolai left. A 1 versus 4 with a Galil. We'll pick off Tzizix. Maybe get a couple more kills here. He is on a Galil up against, you know, AKs and an AWP, and yeah. Oh, Eternal. Caught out, and the quality... Why would you be switching weapons while peeking short? Even though you have info on mid, I mean, Zemix and Suksha here and Zemix, my god. Absolutely unbelievable. Tzizix right through the smoke, even dealing damage to Rilzen, I believe. I think actually clipped him through the door. Rilzen in the Alive will be looking to push out B. Nobody's watching B because apparently the B site does not exist. I don't know what's happening with gank this round, but... The Alive and Rilzen do have a chance. Tech 9 and Scout, however. C-Max on a double kill, 18 and 7. If the Alive could catch some good timing. Swing it to a couple players. First kill found. It's falling apart right now for the Turkish team. Tech 9 not gonna get the wallbang. They know Rilzen is over towards Sol. They don't have a kit. You need to defuse. They lost the round. They didn't have a kit. They lose a player or not. They just need space as soon as possible. But again, already being down a player, losing one more would be... well, atrocious for Brute. 3 over towards long, AK in hand, and it's 2, maybe even 3 for Zemix. It's 3 in total. With that first kill he found on the opening with the MP9, so that was a very good $1,250 investment. If you ask me, Only Reelson left, and finally Genk are going to get their 12th, unless Reelson pulls something out of the hat, but as amazing as Reelson can be in these clutch situations, with 15 seconds left up against the entirety of Genk, oh my god, he almost got 2. So she nearly gets picked off. A Scout, P250, and MP9 shouldn't really be too big of a threat for Brute. Not really sure what's going to happen in OT, if it goes to OT, because Genk had a massive lead. They were the better team throughout almost the entirety of Dust. Then suddenly, it all fell apart for the Turkish team. Z-Mix, very close with the MP9. There is a player top mid. Z-Mix should be dead. Oh, he will take out the Alive, actually. I'm not sure why the Alive was peeking with a Tech 9 of all things. P2K is actually going to be good for Tzizix. Not even a point of health taken on the side of Tzizix as well. And with the Scout here, Quality just needs to tag as much as he can, or he can even pick up some frags. Quality! Do we see the end of the map? It is! But you know, you make a mistake, you lose a couple rounds. They could have gone to OT very easily. We could have maybe even still been on Dust 2. Oh, maybe 15 minutes later, not really, but... quick. We're through mid, Nikolai already gone. Susha. This guy just appears somewhere, gets a kill, and then disappears again. Man, this guy's Batman. Speaking of appearing somewhere, Brood are going to appear into a completely empty B bomb site. Tzizix. Let's get caught by Zico. With a lot of space taken, you know, he gets Molotov by his teammate, but whatever. That molly could have been used to actually buy time for Brute. It bought maybe 2 seconds, 3, 4. In total, Zico's the one that's going to have to do it all. But getting 2 in total. Let's do a good job. Kadim, an important kill to get, which he does not find. And the Alive from behind. The bomb is getting defused. Has to run into the side. Quality will not have enough time to get off the bomb, but he does. Still gonna fly towards cave. Z-Mix, oh, down to a USB. He did do a lot of damage, but that could have been very close if Zico guessed the angle correctly. And what beat by Kadim. Quality. Traded out immediately. Very good spacing on the side of Brute. And if you ever feel like you either get lined up with your teammates when you're trying to peek, or you don't get there in time, think about the spacing. Because that's really what, you know, the top dogs in the world, the best teams, do it the best, obviously, but just look at some of the demos and compare them to your own. I mean, demo analysis is probably the best way to improve in the game. Right now, it's looking like a tough one for Brute. Nikolai, the last one alive, but time is running out. Tzizix doesn't have a kit. So he's not even going to tap the bomb. Tzizix just looking for a frag. He will pick a kid up, but not enough time to get back into the site. Nikolai. No, now that we both have mentioned a... Well, you mentioned a 12-0 half, I mentioned a 13-0, which essentially is a 12-0 half. It's not going to happen. Brute lose this round brutally. Or not. Or if even the Jinx cannot help out Genk, I don't know what's going to help him. Oh, line up 2 people. Hold on, hold on. Caster Curse is still pretty strong. Do not forget it. Not only the caster curse, but also the audience curse. It's a 3v3 with HP advantage on the side of Genk. Oh, Tzizix, are you going to turn around? Timing could be horrible, and the M4 bails him out a little bit on the spray. And with another frag being found. Same-day delivery on the Jinx. Zico, oy, that could have been very ugly for both sides. Zico still avoiding damage for the most part. The bomb is dropped. Right at the feet of Eternal, I believe. He's being flanked in through mid. Zico's dead, that's for sure. And there you go. You're still gonna fly towards the side, Genk, the last hurrah. Flash comes out, Dooley's not hitting anything, and it's actually gonna be probably a first round win for Genk, okay? So that's what gives him a fighting chance, and I mean, the only thing that gives him a fighting chance is winning this round, which should happen unless Reelson decides to kill them all, but considering he's been gushed, it's gonna be an easy finish for Eternal. 2 for him and 2 for Z-Mix. An open A side for Gank. Oh, that is a... What? The Alive? Hello? I don't know about that one. I mean, obviously, he wasn't expecting them to be that close, but again, I mean... Doesn't really seem like he was too careful. Brutal forced to save. 4v5, they know that they're not going to be retaking the site. It's 5 on the board for Gank. Smoking a fade. Zico right behind it. But he does get taken out, and it's a 2-man lineup for Nikolai. And that should be all she wrote, unless we see some heroics from Quality and Suisha. Suisha having a very bad map, 6 and 13. The Alive immediately gonna look to push the smoke. Wilson with 1. And the Alive to finish things off. You know, in my eyes, you can split up the amount of rounds you win on a map you lost in like 3 categories. 0 to 4, you got stomped. 5 to 8, even if you played better, it wouldn't have really probably made a difference. And then, you know, 9 to 11, if we're talking about regulation, that's where it really could have made a difference in a couple of rounds. And, well, Kadim, the difference maker for Brute, day in and day out. Dooley's putting in a lot of work. And Kadim, he's just such a monster. Glock is here, though, and Glock could win the round here for Zizix. I would honestly wish for Nikolai to stick this, because Zico is covering him. They might start thinking about Coffin. And it's going to be a peek, and both of them going to look to rush down Zizix. This is giving the Turkish player a chance! Never mind. The Alive taking some space. Does almost go down through the smoke. Look at Nikolai. Oh, couldn't quite get away with it, and Kadim goes down as well. Molly is going to buy a lifeline here for Zico. Heads over the truck. Zico needs at least another, and he cannot get it. Good peek by Suisha. Reels in. That's a phenomenal peek by Zizix. He does get traded out by Kadim. They're not ready for the Alive. Never mind. Only Kadim and Nikolai left with MP9s. Gank. Damage dealt. Kadim. Are they really going to let him push again? No. Okay. Because how many times has Kadim actually pushed that smoke? This is like the 3rd time this map. And who the hell cares about a single piece of util? Speaking of utility, my god, are they dumping it all over Banana, and it's Eternal to get the first. Z-Mix has to push forward. Eternal as well. 2 players incredibly low. Just a single bullet could finish them off. The Alive also does have an HE. If he decides to check that on car, ooh, this could be great for the Alive. 0 damage. They've already fallen back, so... He's actually going to get naded himself. Right at his feet. However, Gank are deciding to stay towards B, all 5 of them. Matter of fact, towards Banana, maybe Suisha. Trailing down towards Ram, trying to hold off. Any potential push from mid? Less than a minute left. Still no reason to rush on the side of Gank. This round could get ugly for the Turkish team. The aforementioned HP could be a massive problem. It's just Zico and Kadim over towards A. Nikolai and the Alive, however, do have a brutal crossfire here towards the B-bomb site. Util coming out, and it seems like it's just going to be a fake. But Kadim... Okay, well, him landing 3 up, it's just unfair, man. Kadim is way too good, and that's instantly a save for Gank. Nade flies deep. Minimal damage, but hey, I mean, the damage stacks up. You know, Quality and Suisha, a couple more of those nades, and one of them might even, well, Suisha's gonna stay on the up if he gets low, let's be honest. Nade towards the alive. I mean, that's just gonna keep him at bay. Defensive smoke, however, that's gonna be a massive obstacle for Gank. We'll spam through the smoke. Oof, the alive. Both taking damage and dishing it out, and he just gets wide swung by Tzizix, who continues going forward. He could look to take space over towards CT. Nikolai is here. Spot out another head. Oh, Susha pulls out a nade. Hello. That had to have been a fat finger. There's no chance that Suisha decides to pull a nade knowing there's a player on the side. Seiko and Kadim, I wonder if they're going to go for it. No. I mean, it's the A site and there's an op on the other side. You're really just going to throw away guns. Back and forth rounds are usually going to favor the T side. Reelson is 0-7? Damn! That's going to be trouble towards the B-bomb site. Molly is out, but by the time he gets the gun cocked and ready, the alive is already dead. And it's another save for Brute. Hey, Reelson at least got one kill, so it's no longer a big old donut in his kill column, but holy, I did not expect Reelson to be struggling this much in Inferno. On the side of Gang, they're going to be pretty happy about it. 6 on the board. Seiko, that's a very aggressive play to make. He is going to miss Eternal jumping into apps, but oh, Seiko, the timing is so good. They're also going to push down Banana to try and sandwich them. Reelson. Oh, Nikolai burst down as well. Oh, that was not a part of the plan for Brood. These guys needed to stay alive as best as they could. Due to the fact that Seiko... Oh. I wonder, what the hell is Z-Mix doing? Is he starting back and shifting towards apps? Seiko has at least 2 free kills. Oh. Oi, Seiko. Couldn't quite hit the headshot. Not sure how big the gap in his crosshair is. Kadim pushed down. And it's only the alive left. Quality picked off Seiko in the meantime. Eternal. Gonna spam through the smoke. The alive. Eesh. That's ugly. It might not be cooked for Brute yet. If they win pistol, they have a chance of streaking together quite a few rounds. Especially on the T side, where you probably won't have Gank forcing in round number 14. Although, you never know. It's Gank. They're good with anything. A little late to the action when it comes to observing, but it's fine. I remember when you guys said Brute are cooked, I think you were correct. Only Kadim left, a 1v4, he needs the ace. It's a 1v5 in total if he clutches it. Yeah, gotta win the pistols. I mean, Kadim is the only player even close, well, not only just close, but in the double digits for Brute. He gave it a valiant effort, but... no chance that Brute losing 10-4 decide to rip an A-rush in round number 15. That's just not gonna happen. Nades, minimal damage onto Nikolai, actually quality taking quite a bit. Tzizix here as well. 29 in hand could do very good damage. Him and Quality do have a crossfire, but it gets broken up with a single smoke. And now they're actually both going to go towards CT. Util left for Tzizix. That's a ball of flip and a half with the smoke that landed upright into... Ooh, the alive. Where the hell was that kill? Was that towards apps? I think that was while the smoke was fading. This is the moment for Brute. It's either now or never. Well, with Gank almost fully stacking A, should be around for Brute. 5v4, you're gonna get the post plant, and yeah, Gank are already committed to the save, although Seiko... I mean, picking off even just one here is really good. Just want to force as many rebuys as possible, because that's what can really be... It boost up into Banana. Damage on the Nikolai, but it's actually Reelzen to pick up the entry. Good to see Reelzen still fighting 3 and 12 after that frag. Yes, Wildcard are playing the last best of 3 today, up against Masonic. Right now, Brute. Oh, they could lose a player here on mid. Z-Mix. He's been such a threat all day long. And now that it's a 4v4, that they've equalized the man disadvantage that they had. Eternal looking for a peek down into Banana. Not quite able to catch anything. No info as well for Eternal apart from it being clear, but you never know. It's setting up 4 towards A. This could be lethal for GANK. Sushi and Z-Mix. They do have a crossfire somewhat going. Now they're going to go towards Pit, and now they know it's going to be A. Sushi, if he gets one more, Brute are going to be screwed. Z-Mix, all he has to do is be patient. Sushi did so much, lived for so long, and Z-Mix is still here. Tizix as well. Kadim is gone. Minimal damage from the nades. Really minimal. 2 nades landing, only 7 damage. But Reelzen decides to push it. He has been blinded for like 10 seconds, but he's still going forward, and, well, headshot from Ziz. That's a FAMAS, bro. Who the hell dies to a FAMAS? As if the Alive didn't kill 4 at one point in this best of 3 with the FAMAS, so... Looking to make a rotation over towards A. A 5v4 that favors GANK, and 4 players stacked up on the A bomb site. Ay, ay, ay. The Slovakian team is going to get folded in half if they decide to hit this. But will they? Kadim could be the spearhead of this offense, as ironic as that is for being an AWPer. If he gets that first pick, that would be great. Some noise made towards B, but it's not gonna budge anyone from this A bomb site. 15 seconds. Hello? Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. I don't think Brute get out from short. Yeah, 3 kills. Phenomenal read. Tizix. We're only getting a molly ready. The Alive might get licked by the flames. Will he give off a sound cue? Not sure if Eternal heard it. And oh, well, seems like we're at the end of the best of 3. Unless these 3 remaining players can pull something off. They do get traded out. Tizix taking some damage as well. But things are looking grim for Brute. 2 versus 3 and almost a frag onto Reelzen. I mean, he has to step up, but it's just not his day today. First 2 maps were, you know, between okay and mediocre, but here on Inferno when he's needed most. Obviously, the rest of his team is not much better. 8 and 11, 8 and 14, 9 and 13. Only Kadim really can say, I played somewhat well. Unfortunate that we lost. But hey, I mean, even with this a lack of a fragging that Brute have had, they managed to scrabble to get at least 7 rounds, so... yeah, it's gonna stay at 7, I believe. The Alive, unless the coach, obviously. I always speak on how good the Alive actually is whenever he stands in for this team. Nate gonna hit Tizix in the face. But that's it. 13-7, 2-1.